Want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth.
I'm looking right at you.
I
ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you. You want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Come on, pick your glass up and clank for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, guess I gotta come on home.
Come on home, Shannon.
Should have been fucking old country hoe like myself from Arkansas. Nigga, you would have got your dick sucker and biscuits from scratch had you been fucking me.
Everything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything?
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black men get taken down. I got to stand by him. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper, but that's my brother. Uncle Shannon Sharpe is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. Black Queen's Uncle Shay Shay. I'm riding with Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm not going to never laugh at a black man when he's down. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, you must never snow bunny again after this, my brother. All sisters. Uncle Shay Shay, we're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked. You should have never had one in the first place. Your snow bunny card is being revoked. You should have never had.
And supporters and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. See, come on, Dad.
Jabari testified she grabbed the phone, and then I felt a heavy thud on top of me, what I knew to be the weight of him on top of me, and him trying to pry the phone out of my fingers. In the criminal complaint, she alleged Majors struck her in the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration behind her ear. That Majors grabbed her hand, causing swelling, bruising, and substantial pain to her finger, and that he put his hand on her neck, causing bruising. But Majors claims Jabari attacked him in a jealous rage, ripping his coat, scratching his face and his arm. Photos he took and says are of his injuries were shared with Impact, yet were deemed inadmissible in court.
I pulled the phone back. I received my injuries. I'm calm. I'm busted. She is not calm. There was alcohol involved.
Both of you?
I had some drinks as well, yeah.
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face,
Yeah.
twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
So she ends up with a 1-inch cut behind her ear.
Laceration, yes, ma'am.
Fractured finger.
Yeah.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't cause
I have no
them.
question.
In a statement to Impact, Jabari's lawyer said, "It is not at all surprising that Mr. Majors continues to take no accountability for his actions. Ms. Jabari will continue to speak the truth and seek justice in the appropriate forums in a continued effort to respect our legal process." What happens next becomes a heated point in court.
I open the door, I step out. She comes. Then one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I pick her up. I put her back in the car. I'm trying to get rid of her. I'm trying to get away from her. As the video shows, you know, second biggest mistake of my life. I try to keep her in the car. We get out, we walk across the street. I escort her across the street. The moment we get across the street, she grabs me, she goes for the phone. I get free of her and I run.
What made you run?
Fear.
Of what she might do?
No, not what she might do. Well, I just got smacked up, you know, for one. It was an animal impulse. Save yourself. Get away from this. And that's what I went to do.
After the incident, Majors spent the night at a hotel. Security footage shows Jabari out at a nightclub with 3 strangers before she returns to the apartment she shared with Majors. After Majors came home that morning, he found Jabari unconscious and called 911.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious.
Okay.
She's naked from the bottom down. She has a sweatshirt on. She's my ex-partner. We broke up.
Body camera footage from the officers who arrived at their apartment shows Majors covering Jabari with a blanket and then bringing police to their bedroom suite closet where she was lying on the floor. Officers noticed marks on her body, and pictures presented at trial show Jabari's fractured finger and a laceration behind her ear. Majors was arrested and charged with assault and harassment and was released on his own recognizance. Part of Majors and his team's defense when it comes to both his innocence in this case and prior exchanges is alleged racial bias. Majors had filed his own incident report with the NYPD in June, formally and repeatedly accusing Jabari of attacking him. The Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, declined to prosecute Jabari, telling Impact it lacked prosecutorial merit, and that report was eventually ruled inadmissible in court.
The interesting part about this cross-complaint is that the NYPD investigated it. They thought it was enough. And they wrote up a report to say this person should be arrested, and Grace Jabari even turned herself in. So the NYPD thought it was a crime, but Alvin Bragg didn't. And I think that's where it gets a little contentious for the defense.
There are those who would say, well, you know, the DA, Alvin Bragg, is a black man. How can you say that this is race involved?
Alvin Bragg is a black man. I'm a black man. He's a politician, you know. We are not limited to our race. The system, you know, the country, there are elements of it that are just bad.
The district attorney's office declined to comment on Majors' interview, saying, "We do our speaking in court, where a Manhattan jury convicted Mr. Majors."
In the next sentence that it's just quote-unquote routine process of evaluating cross complaints during domestic violence cases. But again, if she assaulted him and there was maybe enough evidence for an arrest in the first place, I would think that prosecuting her as they are prosecuting him would be equal and on both sides. And so when researching this just a little further, because I needed clarification, I needed to understand why would they not prosecute her as well, is because the trial that's coming up is going to get to the incident at hand. It's going to be under oath when and if they testify, whatever evidence is presented during the trial. Again, it's all in an official proceeding. And so the fact that he has been put on trial first basically will be covering this incident. And I'm guessing that if it were to come out that she did actually assault him, say, during the case, and that evidence is found, maybe there could be charges pressed on her further down the road as an outcome of the case. But still, it feels a little like a double standard that the redundancy is what gets her off of being prosecuted simply because he accused her of assaulting him after he was accused of assaulting her. Again, I just don't understand why the order of operations here should matter, but either way, it's going to play out in court. Now, if you missed the update this morning, the new court date was actually set for November 29th. Of next month. I know some of you have brought up that it feels like this court case is just dragging on and on forever. And in fact, that's one of the defense's arguments, that you're supposed to bring the trial within 90 days of the action. They're saying we're going over 100 here. And of course, the prosecution is arguing some ridiculous number that they've only gone 37 days into proceeding. Either way, it's about to go to trial. And I didn't really get a chance to sort of react this morning during the breaking news because I was trying to get the video out as fast as possible. Because I am totally surprised that this didn't get thrown out and dismissed. There is so much apparent video evidence presented by the defense that was released by two publications, one of which was Insider, and then previous to that was TMZ, that shows her in the nightclub, on the sidewalk, etc. Apparently after this took place, not with any of the injuries that they're saying that she sustained in this interaction with Jonathan Majors, and rather it's being argued by the defense that she sustained that herself when she was in his apartment later that night, drunk, falling into a closet. I'm so surprised again that this made it to court. And of course, domestic violence is such an ugly thing in our society, and I don't want anybody ever to get violently hurt, male or female. I hate that it's such a reality, but you know what I hate even more? I hate someone having allegations levied against them that seem so apparently untrue. Again, go check out the video footage for yourself if you haven't seen it. Insider and TMZ, if you Google it, it'll be the first thing that comes up. And you watch that footage, and then you read what apparently happened, and man, the chasm between the two, again, just as a spectator, not as a legal expert, not as anybody who really has a stake in either of this. I don't want to see one person get off charges. I want to see justice be done out, and we all have eyes. We can tell for ourselves. Again, go check that footage out if you haven't seen it. Read what apparently happened, watch the footage, and then you decide for yourself. Again, I guess legal proceedings are going to play this out one more time in court. And I was really hoping for Jonathan Majors' sake that this was tossed out.
No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked.
Everybody getting engaged. You're engaged.
Yeah.
I see that ring. How is that? You two just seem perfect together.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't stop smiling because God is just so interesting, you know? And I would have never anticipated what may seem like the craziest season, like outwards to people, being the most peaceful, freeing, joyful, fun, adventurous, self-discovery. I mean, all those things for me. I'm just in a place of like peace and just complete thankfulness. And even now as I look around, like there's been this kind of big chapter in space where, you know, I was constantly growing and shifting and being molded and learning and realizing and all these things. And so now I'm just like, okay, now where's the next part of that? Like, you know, I don't know what's next, but I'm just really excited about it.